What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. I hope each and every one of you are all having a fantastic day today. And today we're going to be taking a look at my 1 to 400 scale military collection for 2024. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for this. And without any further delay, let's just go ahead and dive into this, guys. So we have quite an awesome military fleet here, and we'll also transition to another table for that side as well. But overall, really great fleet here. It definitely has a long ways to go with regards to more quantity, but I think the quality of aircraft are really great, and that's certainly an awesome part of it. So overall, I'm certainly happy with it, and I'm really excited to take a look at this. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. We'll start right here with this Dice Air Force Base C-130. This is certainly a nice aircraft, and I'm definitely glad to have it. Got a really good deal on it from Panafox Toys a few years back, so this is a great aircraft to have, and overall, I think it looks really good. So that one's definitely a nice one right there. Here's an awesome B-1 Lancer. This is a really great aircraft that I was able to get last year. This is definitely a great addition, as I've always wanted to be one. And one of the coolest components of this aircraft, as many of you probably know, is it does have the wings that come in and out. So I'll just leave it out for fun. So overall, that is a really cool feature of it. So definitely wanted to get one of these, and so glad the time finally arose. So really glad to have this aircraft, and it looks really great. Here's the McCauley KC-135. This has certainly been an awesome addition. Of course, I got this for two reasons. One, since McCauley's so close to my home, I thought it'd be nice to have an aircraft to represent them. Number two, of course, it's a pretty plain KC-135, so finally nice to have a pretty normal one, and it looks really good to complement the Arizona National Guard KC-135 that I got. So again, got a really good deal on this, and at the time was really trying to finally get some military aircraft going. So that's exactly what we did with this aircraft, and overall, I think it was a really good investment. So definitely really glad to have that one right there. Here's an E3 for OK. This is a really great aircraft that I got last year too. It had a very good deal on it, and as many of you may know, the E3 is going to be on its way out very soon. So still on the hunt to try to get one really good shot of it, but still glad to definitely get to see it static and get to fly a little bit. So definitely still happy with that, but still on the hunt for one more really good capture of it. So we'll see if that happens, but overall, this is a really great aircraft for the fleet and will be a very special one. Dragon Wings did quite a good job on it, so I'm definitely happy with it right there. Here's the Barksdale B-52. This is quite an awesome aircraft, very similar to the B-1. It's a very unique aircraft with regards to the airframe. Of course, all these engines and just overall that fuselage. It's really interesting to think that aircraft frame is capable of doing what it can, but it certainly can get moving, and they've done a really good job exhibiting that there in the various regions that it flies, like Barksdale, for instance. So that's certainly a really cool aircraft, and I'm definitely really glad to have that one in the fleet. So that one is very cool right there, in my opinion. Okay, here we have this McCord C-17. This one was really cool. First, I was trying to get my first C-17, and second, I saw a McCord C-17 at Tulsa, of all places. So this was too good an opportunity to pass up on, and very similar to the McConnell one, it's pretty generic, so it can be used almost in any situation. So it's a really great aircraft to have, and I'm certainly very glad to get to exhibit it here in my fleet. So yeah, those are all really cool. So I believe these are all like the formal gray military aircraft to have. Obviously that one's more of a light gray, but anyway, this is a really awesome fleet right here, and definitely glad to have all these. And we do have some other miscellaneous ones that I kind of threw in this area, so let's go ahead and get started. No political comments would be appreciated. The reason I got this Trump 757 was because I saw it in real life, and I thought that was too good an opportunity to see it. And politics aside, the aircraft does look really cool, so I think it's all fair to say that this was certainly a worthy investment, and overall I think it looks really good as the aircraft that is. So overall, this looks really great, and definitely really glad to have this one right here in the fleet. Here's the Safari C-130. This was a really cool self-sitter that I was able to get. I'm definitely really glad to have this aircraft, and overall I think it looks really good. So this is definitely a nice aircraft. The back does open too, so overall a unique aircraft, not one that I would have normally got, but hey, worked, and I got free shipping on my order for Black Friday, so that was awesome. I was really happy about that. Actually, it was up to 25% from 20%. That's why I got it. It saved like 20 bucks, so it was definitely worth it, or however much it was. I know this isn't really military, but it kind of fits in here with the operations they conduct, and that's this custom Omni Air International Boeing 767-300. This aircraft looks really good. Still got to get those engines painted, but overall, this is a cool aircraft, and I'm definitely glad to have it here in the fleet. So that one looks really great right there. And we have these two Bell X-1E aircraft that I got from a Waffle Collectible promotion. These are quite unique aircraft, one of which is a cutaway, so that's really cool. But yeah, they're certainly unique in regards to the shape and the design of the build. So yeah, the stand's also very unique. So overall, I'm certainly glad to have it. Not ever what I would have expected from that, but hey, it worked out. So I certainly can't complain, and I'm certainly very happy with it right there. Now, I know that these aren't particularly 1-400 military aircraft, but they kind of fit the build for what we're talking about, so I'll go ahead and feature them since we came over here anyways. We have a 1-200 Blue Angel. This is a really cool aircraft I got from the DG pilot table. I'm going to put this like on my desk or somewhere so they can kind of stand out a little bit more. That goes for all these other aircraft that I have that aren't 1-400 scale. I'm going to try to find places for them so that they kind of fit in well wherever in my room. But yeah, that aircraft's really cool, so I'm really glad to have that one, and I love the Blue Angels, so that aircraft looks awesome, along with the gorgeous SR-71. Can't go wrong with this aircraft. It looks super cool, so definitely really glad to have this one. It looks really, really nice. So the aircraft's really awesome. Definitely really glad to see what I can do with that here in the future. And we also have, I think this is a 1-300 B-29, quite a cool aircraft, and really cool to get that one a few years back too, so that one's really cool as well. Okay, here we go for the rest of the military fleet. So here we have, I mean, whatever you want to call it, but I would say military is where it fits best probably. Here's this Air Force One by Aviation 400 VC-25. Really great aircraft. Definitely glad to have that one right there. So that looks really nice with the mold. They did a really good job. And I've since replaced it, of course, with the new Air Force One the GeminiJets did. I think they did a really good job on it. So the Aviation 400 one will be sold. We're definitely really glad to have this one right here on this particular model. So that one's really great. Love all the antenna detail, and it looks really great. So absolutely no complaints right there. It looks really awesome. Here's the C-32 on Air Force 2. This one's also really nice. I'm so glad to finally have that pair right there. Hopefully we get a 737-700 release sometime, and that will really finish it off. But overall, I'm certainly very happy with it, and I think they look really good. So that is absolutely awesome right there. Here is a E-4B. This is a really cool aircraft. Really glad to have this one. Overall, it looks really nice. So yeah, from all the various aerials and whatnot, looks really cool. So that pair all right there looks really cool. I think that they all came together very nicely. So you can see the various components that they put on the E-4B, like that top piece right here, along with all these stubs. Definitely different from what you see there with the VC-25. So it's really cool how much technology they can deck out on this aircraft. I'm definitely glad to have a model to represent it, and I hope to see it one day. So overall, all that made it worthy of a purchase, and it looks really, really sweet. Lastly, here we have the Antonov 124. There was no way that I was going to pass on this when it came out, so really glad to have this one. It's been awesome model airports, and hope to get to use it at Tulsa at some point. I would love to see it come back. So will it? We can only hope, but I really hope to get to use it at hometown here in the near future. It's also worth noting that I do have some Shapeways fighters right there, so definitely cool to have those. And I know that they're not like 1-400, but since we've already covered quite a bit of it, might as well cover a few more. Here's a Hobbymaster South Dakota Air National Guard 70th anniversary livery F-16. That's a really great aircraft to have. The 1-200 Antonov 225 is ginormous. It's super cool. Here is really how big it is. So hopefully that gives you a good grasp compared to these, for example. So really glad to have that one right there. And we have the B-29 that my grandpa made and gave to me. So that one's super awesome to have, and I'm definitely really glad to have that one right there. He did a really good job on it. I think he was 8 years old when he built that. So huge shout out to him for the job that he did. And there was one more aircraft I was going to show, and I forgot what it was. Maybe it was just those three. I thought I had one more. I guess not, so I apologize, but anyways, certainly quite the fleet right there. So I really hope you all enjoyed this video. I definitely had a blast assembling this fleet. I'm really excited to see where this collection can go and what we have for next year. So I really hope all of you are excited to see that as well. So with all that being said, everybody, that'll do for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love and love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. As Redriveraviation is signing off.